John Paul, where does Tiger Woods stand in this? That's the big question that everyone is focusing on. Is he going to be able to prevail? And how difficult is this course going to be for him?
Well, I think his game is in absolutely great shape. He claims it's the best since 2000. The key, I think, is how well he gets off the first hole and the whole first round. The first hole historically has been his very hardest hole at the Masters. And if he can get off to a good round, his former coach Hank Haney was telling me, then he'll be right there to the end. But he often has a lot of trouble once he shot 40 on the front nine in his first round.
So you can see with the stats that Tiger, or the holes that Tiger has struggled on. I'm just curious. You mentioned that the rain has been a significant factor. That the course is it may be a nice day, but that the course is wet. That probably does not help the experienced golfers. Is that right?
That's right, because the experienced golfers have played this. This is the 18th Masters for Tiger. They know all the little subtle variations of the greens. And that's why the experience really matters here. They play the same course every year. If you take away the lightning speed of the greens, if people can fire at the pins because they're soft and the balls hold rather than trickling off the green, then it brings a lot of people into the equation. They can just fire at the pins. And also the fairways are soggy, so the guys that can really just bomb it, like Keegan Bradley and others, they have an advantage over maybe some of the older guys who don't quite hit it as far.
John Paul, who else should we be watching in this tournament? Who else is big, likely to make their mark in the coming days here?
Well, Rory McIlroy is the co-favorite, as you will, with Tiger. He almost won last year and sort of fell apart in the last 9. He said he wasn't ready to win a major at that point, but he got ready 2 months later and won the U.S. Open by 8 strokes, which is like the way Tiger used to win tournaments. He's on his game. He was number 1, number 2 now in the world. If he can put it together, we've got a real Tiger contender there with him. Everybody's hoping for.
How about Phil Mickelson? What are we going to expect from him?
You know, you never know with Phil. He knows how to win here. He was bemoaning the fact that the course was wet, so he might not have as much of an advantage. He's plenty long. He knows how to win. He's won a tournament. He won at Pebble Beach this year. He's got to be right up there as one of the contenders. And what an exciting thing that would be if you had those 3 guys together.
And of course, there's going to be someone that we never heard of who's going to be on the top of that leaderboard or near the top. Who's your pick for a dark horse golfer who you think might make a name for himself this weekend?
Well, I think it might be. He's not exactly a dark horse, but Hunter Mahan is really hot. Has a lot of confidence going into this tournament. The other person I think might have a good chance is 45-year-old Steve Stricker, who's never won a major. He's got a peerless short game and great wedges. He could make it work.
Well, 4 big days of golf coming up. John Paul Newport joining us from Augusta, Georgia, as the tournament gets underway.